I climbed off the roof and I went off to the side of the roof and I just laid down, right? So here's the hole down all the way down here. And I'm just laying on my roof. I climbed over and I lay here. And I went to sleep. And I said, if I fall off, then it was meant to be. Right? If I fall off the roof because I just passed out and I actually just wanted to like lean over, then it was meant to be. I even mentioned when they said everybody in the church was doing it. And I'm like, now everybody in the church is doing it. So now I can't turn cheek to cheek because if somebody hit me in my cheek, all I'm thinking about is butt cheeks, right? I said it. And it went viral.
Hey family, this is Dr. Jamal Bryant. Welcome to a special edition of the Let's Be Clear podcast. We are live from Los Angeles, California, because we're not local, we're global. I'm excited because one of the most significant figures for this generation has come in to have a candid, clear, and a coherent conversation about life and what it means in a post-pandemic reality. Would you please welcome, who needs no introduction, the one and only RayJ.
Yeah.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you for having me.
I'm glad to have you.
I'm sweating a little bit because I'm a little nervous. It's like a sinner sitting at the front row of church.
No, listen.
Kind of just feel it.
Sit in the balcony. You're fine. You ain't even got to sit in the choir loft.
The front row is pressure for me.
No.
It's pressure for make you want to get baptized every time.
Oh, well, listen, we got a pool right here. We can jump right on in.
Jesus.
Last time I saw you, we was in a church.
Yes, we was in a church.
What were we doing there?
And we were
because you weren't in my church.
We were shooting a One Wish movie.
Yes.
And what you told me it's like the final part of the movie where I have the redemption that I'm looking for. But I appreciate you doing that for me. And it was a themed like movie. So it was the 60s going into the 70s. So we had the perms, we had the Elvis Presley look, then we had the afros.
Yes.
And I know the first wig that I had you try on, it wasn't it.
Yeah.
And you said, Ray, this ain't the wig for me. And I said, let me go get another wig. I came back with the afro wig.
Yes.
And that wig really did it.
It fit me.
I'm gonna give y'all the clip too of the show. So I don't know if y'all want to add it in.
We gotta add it. The people want to see it.
It's loud, but it's really good. It's really good.
I'm grateful. It is.
Thank you. So anything you need from me, you like anything, just you call me first time. I'm here.
Well, this is it. This is what I needed,
and I appreciate it.
I didn't throw my chip on the table. It is very hard for Black people in America, dating back to Sammy Davis Jr., to really emerge. It is harder to create a family legacy, whether you're dealing with the Jacksons, you're dealing with the Wayans, or anybody else. How has this level of stardom impacted family life?
For me, big time. Big time. And, whether good or bad, I think the family has had my back.
Yeah.
And, Brandy, my mom, my dad. My mom and dad understand my goals, I think, a little more than, maybe Brandy, as far as like a lot of stuff that I've been involved in. But I think overall it's coming back around, man.
Yeah.
I want to spend more time with the family, and I want us to talk more, and I want us to spend a lot more time together. We haven't in a while, but again, time does everything.
No, it will. You are a real futurist, and I am afraid, RayJ, that time is going to treat you better than present.
I hope so, man.
No, really, the things that you have been able to do in business is a very rare commodity. And so I wanted to pause, wanted to salute you, because so many times you can be in the middle of genius. One writer said, the closest thing to insanity is genius.
Wow.
And I think a lot of times people misunderstand because you're always thinking ahead.
Yeah.
Always taking
sometimes thinking too much.
Yeah.
Sometimes thinking too much. But I appreciate that. And when we're doing business, like corporate business, you rarely like boast about it, because in real corporate business, the partners and the governance of the company and everything, they don't want that.
Yeah.
And so a lot of times people don't really know what we're doing behind the scenes. Is just because it's not appropriate in doing business, and our partners really kind of want to fly under the radar so we can stay ahead of the competition.
Right.
Whether it's in earbuds or it's in electric transportation, we going up against these massive mega brands with billions, maybe trillions, right? And we find ourselves inside the competition. And so sometimes, most of the time, people don't know really what we do on the back, but it's important to keep that discipline and keep like RayJ, the artist and the character, in the forefront of the media, because it's just two different worlds, you know?
People have literally watched you grow up or have grown up with you.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm
Yeah.
like everybody's like cousin that they love and hate
Yeah.
all the time. You know what I'm saying? They love me sometimes and then they hate me sometimes, but we all been growing together.
Yeah.
And we all make mistakes. And I think throughout my mistakes, people have probably made mistakes too, right? And so whether relatable or not, I've always just been, you know, willing to hold myself accountable and be apologetic and take the L and learn from it. So I think that's why I'm able to continue to keep going, because I can watch myself do something bad, and nobody really has to tell me that was bad. I can see it, and I'll make the adjustments.
It's not really a mistake when we learn from them.
Absolutely.
That they are lessons.
Absolutely. And they're needed.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I wanted to ask you, we have seen 3 to 4 iterations or chapters of your development and your growth. From when we first were introduced to you, that's Brandy Low Brother.
Yeah, I love that time.
Yeah. Tell me why you liked that time.
It's just because there was no pressure, and I was just having fun. I didn't really want to be in the game, but Brandy wanted me to be with her, and she supported her little brother, and so I was everywhere with her. She put me on all the videos, and so at that time I was just living life, you know what I mean? And with no pressure, no bills, no nothing, just talent and just somebody like my mom, dad, and Brand that just kept me motivated.
Do you feel like that was your happiest season?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. You know, I really, like, through every season, like, it's been going so fast, I really haven't got a chance to look back and just, like, absorbed everything that's happened.
Yeah.
Because there's so much. And sometimes when you do that, you might fall into either a depression inside of a trophy room that you're trying to catch up to again,
Yeah.
or you're trying to reach for something that I think will already meet you there, as long as you just put in the work and as long as you just let the time do it.
The second chapter or iteration, we were reintroduced to you as an adult, was through the tape. My question is not about the tape. My question is, how has sexuality impacted you in your identity?
So there's layers to this answer. So there's there's the comedic there's the comedic
Yes.
side to the answer, and then there's a more serious side. The comedic side keeps me I guess, I'm trying to find a word. The comedic side keeps it fun. But there's a really, really, really dark side to it. And it's like if you were looking at a therapist and they said, okay, he did his jacket. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Something's changing, right?
Right.
The comedic side, I would say, it's crazy because, it's like, everything is 10 times bigger on TV, right? Like, we all are, like, when you see me on TV, a lot of people say, damn, I thought you were taller.
Right.
Because everything is what? You get 10 pounds more on TV? Is that kind of, right?
Yes.
That goes for all body parts.
Right. Yes.
So it's been a lot of disappointment.
Mm-hmm.
and what they're expecting to see. So it's been tough for me. It's been tough.
Right, but the good news is that's not who you are. It's not who you are. You're a new creature. All of us have the good news, if nobody's said it to you, you've outlived the past. You've outlived the past. Look how much business you've done.
But I think the business side of it and our real skills is in like marketing, right? So I think our survival in the game is inevitable because we do literally have the skills to create a business with the right partners and it becomes successful from the ground up.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, it's just like, dang, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
Dang, man, that was cold, Pastor.
No, we being 100. Let me help you another way. So some years ago, I was up to become president of a national organization. I didn't get the job. I was crushed. I was devastated. The next day is the first time I went viral because I preached these hoes ain't loyal. Because I was preaching out of my pain. I was preaching out of the process. So my behavior was connected to stuff I hadn't resolved inside of me. A lot of people don't understand to live under the light. It doesn't just shine, but it burns. It's a lot of pressure. So people who have not walked that path don't understand the decisions that you made or the choices that you've made or the actions that you've made.
This is deep. Yeah.
Is that not true?
No, it is, but dang.
Yeah.
Dang, Pastor.
Yeah, so you live through it in various ways, and it's harder for you to bounce that off of people who haven't been in that light.
No, it's real. It's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. Yo, so I should go deeper.
Please,
Pause,
let's go
but-
scuba diving.
But if I do, now I'm saying this because depending on like the situation I'm in right now, like I could go there, but I might not be able to go there. Meaning I might have to say we can't go where that is because I'm at a crossroads in this situation where it's either the truth or it's money. And so I'm choosing truth, but a lot of the team is choosing money.
Yeah.
And so we're at this crossroad where it's like, I want to choose the truth anyway. So it's like, so I don't want to choose the money. But it's messed up because how much money?
Yeah.
How much is it? It's like, I don't want to choose the money, but it's 100 million. Or I don't want to choose the money, but it's 45 million plus blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I don't want to choose the money because it's 4 million. That ain't enough, right? So am I not choosing the money because it's not enough?
Yeah.
Or do I not choose the money no matter what it is? You get what I'm saying?
I do, but here's the reality. More people commit suicide who are wealthy than commit suicide that are poor. More people are on behavior modification drugs who are wealthy.
What do you mean behavior modification drugs?
That are dealing with depression, dealing with anxiety.
But what is that? What are the drugs?
Oh, I don't know the drugs.
But you said behavior modification drugs.
I'm not a pharmacist or a psychologist.
But you have to have a list of
then you name them.
I'm trying to understand where they at.
I'm saying the drugs that deal with depression.
So like Xanax.
Okay.
Percocet.
Okay.
What else, Pastor?
Whatever's on Future's last song. Name them.
There's a lot of.
Yeah. Name them.
Oh, Adderall.
Yeah.
I don't know if Adderall, that's not a depression. That's not. Well, my friend, he's a recovering drug addict.
Yes.
He knows all of them. He's a retired Crip. He's also a successful real estate agent. So he turned his life around. But yeah, no, Doc, you
The
hit,
truth is free and it's
but you
expensive.
hit me. You hit me right now. You stunned me. You stunned me. So for me, it's like, um, how 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 do people? Because again, when we're talking about that situation, and I say that because I'm trying to stay
Yes.
to the subject, but without digging in. Um, even though it's almost 20 years old,
Yes.
I got 2 kids now. It's a total different perception, a total different angle. I feel a total different way about it. Being now that nobody really cares, right? So when this comes out, you would probably see people say, "We don't care." It's, oh, blah blah blah. That's how I feel too. But in people's perception, like if 50 years from now, am I the bad guy?
No.
Why not?
Well, let me go backwards and ask you a question. See, this is not legal. There's no money connected to what I'm getting ready to ask you. One of the hardest obstacles for people to jump over is not perception, but shame. So have you, in 20 years, gotten to a place to get past it yourself?
The only reason why it's still in the forefront of my mind
Yes.
is because I haven't been living in my truth.
Okay.
So not living in your truth, but living in this avatar that gives you an unlimited access to having fun,
Yeah.
not giving a F, doing what you want to do, knowing how to run businesses, and still let the character overshadow the intelligence behind the whole setup of everything people are watching, like it's accidentally happening. Being, I think 100 steps ahead of everybody by knowing things that other people don't know. That is a character that can only play out in certain phases of your life. And then when you get more mature, you start to go, well, how much longer can we deal with that character when it's not really 100% authentic to the world's perception?
Yeah.
And so I said a lot, but I didn't really say nothing right there.
No, I got it.
But if you want to live the truth and you're not, it doesn't feel good. So for me, like money and all of these other things, like I've made too much money and I blew all the money. I know how to spend a lot of money today. I know how to save it. It doesn't do anything. When I take my daughter to school or my son to school, and this is hypothetical, but if my daughter likes a school that's 5 minutes away from me, and she wants to go to that school, so you have to get an assessment or something, right? You have to go to the school and they have to meet with the kids and I guess do their due diligence on the family, blah, blah, blah. And then they'll accept you into the school. There's a school that my daughter didn't get accepted to. And there's only one reason why. And it leaks back to where we are again with the truth, the lie, and this clash between false enemies. And when my family gets affected by it, it turns me into something else. And I don't want my family to continue to be affected by this story that never stops, right? I mean, I want it to stop.
Right.
Of course, the other side wants it to stop because they don't even talk about it, right? I don't like to talk about it. I would like to put it to rest. It's like Jesse Smollett. I don't know if what he said was true or not. I talked to him. The world created this story about what it was. And then when they felt like they found the truth, it just took it took a energy of its own. What if none of this I was saying and how it all popped off? Like everybody can tell you, I know what really happened. What really happened? Can anybody tell me what they think happened so I can, because again, how it happened reflects who I am,
Yeah.
especially when we're dead and gone,
Yeah.
because there is no more us. So what do people think, right? How did this whole thing come about?
Yeah.
It was RayJ's fault. RayJ did something bad that turned into good. Is that not the story?
I don't know. What I do know.
So, Pastor, so you're
Yes.
saying that you only going off of just us doing it?
No. What I am going off of, I want you to hear my intention. Whatever happened, whoever put it out, whoever produced it, whoever recorded it, where I am is you have outlived it.
But how when we still talking about it?
Yes. Because outliving it doesn't mean it didn't happen.
But outliving it means
Yes.
Outliving it. I haven't outlived it because I'm still living.
You're living, producing, you're thriving.
I know, but that's just something like, think about how far we could go without that.
Yeah.
Without that glitch.
Yeah. Is it a glitch?
It's a glitch.
Yeah.
It's a huge glitch.
Yeah. Muhammad Ali said, if you're the same man at 40 that you were at 20, you wasted 20 years. You're not that same man.
Totally different.
Correct?
Totally different.
Yeah, but we're not going to ignore you used to be Cassius Clay.
But
right.
I was not the same man in my 20s.
Right.
Just because now I'm 40 and I've learned.
Yes.
But I was never the man that was in people's minds of who I was ever.
Right.
I was never that guy.
But you're reinventing that guy every day. Whether it's through electric bikes, whether it's through earbuds, whether it's through eyeglasses, now if it's through networks, we are seeing you as a 21st century Renaissance man. Very few men, Black men, have had the luxury of reinventing themselves in public.
You're right, and I feel that, but I also feel like it's a glitch because with all the things that was taken from us inside of this black ball community of cornering the market with just a few. It just, like, I was hanging off the roof of the hotel in Cancun. And I climbed off the roof and I went off to the side of the roof and I just laid down, right? So here's the whole down, all the way down here. And I'm just laying on my roof. I climbed over and I lay here. And I went to sleep. And I said, if I fall off, then it was meant to be. Right? If I fall off the roof because I just passed out and I actually just wanted to like lean over, then it was meant to be. So I went to sleep for like 2.5 hours and then the hotel caught me and then it went through all of this stuff. And then I had to go and do these tests or whatever, right? But at that moment, it was just like, yo, you want to make your family proud, but you're living a lie and still living.
Yeah. What is RayJ's truth? What's your truth? Had you rolled off of that roof, you would want what remembered about you? Not what other people say, not what other people think, not what other people blog. If you are able to have authority over your legacy, you want your legacy to be what?
I want my kids to have a good life and for them to live through my truth.
Yeah.
Not through what the things that would happen with all of these different speculations of this and that and all of the, just whatever it is. I just want my kids to go, okay, this is who our dad was. I'm
Yeah.
proud of it.
Yeah.
I don't really care about nothing else. I just care about my kids. And I care about what they think, and I care about what they believe. And I don't want anybody to recreate something that's not real inside of their mind
Yeah.
to leave them in doubt. And so to do that, I would have to risk all the money I have, all the money I made, all the money that I'm getting paid for, to be quiet, to not say nothing.
Yeah.
You sit.
And what is the cost? How much more does it cost you for your peace?
I don't know. Because if you tell me a crazy number, like, and maybe I need to go to church for this. But
Come
if you
on.
tell me a loud number, then I might take it
Yeah.
and say F the truth because my kids is extremely good, which is horrible. What does that say about me?
Mm-hmm.
$1 billion?
Yeah.
That's a crazy number. 100, 200, 300,000. Wow. But then when you're dealing with like the 4s and the 5s and the 10s and the 15s, I don't know. That's not. So when I'm saying it's not enough, I'm still trying to understand what I'm saying if I want to live in my truth. If I want to live in my truth, then F the money.
Yeah. What, at this tick of the watch, what makes you happy?
Only just being around my kids.
Yeah.
Nothing else. And it's just important to speak this because it's like, I wouldn't talk about this with anybody else because it wouldn't make sense.
Yeah.
You're talking about the church and you're talking about the community. Nobody cares but me.
Yeah.
And I want people to know that. Like, I know you don't care. We're past that. We know how it really happened. We know that this person did that and they did
Right.
that and did that. That's fine. But until you hear the facts of it and
Right.
get the real exact details from the people who were involved, it's still a question mark.
Yeah.
And it results back to, if you want to say
Yeah.
this resorts back to if that's the story that you listen to on how it was created, right or wrong.
Yeah.
RayJ did it without somebody's consent, which makes RayJ a horrible person.
Yeah.
Whatever happens after and you overcome the adversity of it, now we're here, right? It still doesn't take away the stench of it. Everybody forgot, or nobody cares, or people know what really happened. But you really don't know until you know. That's like a lot of people say OJ did this and OJ did that. Well, OJ was acquitted, so he didn't do it legally in the legal system. But if I showed you the knife with the blood on it in the video and doing it, even though you might have said he was involved, it would mess your mind up.
Yeah.
This is the same kind of situation.
Was that the darkest season of your life?
It's the darkest season of my life now.
20 years later.
20 years later, with 2 kids, with a daughter that I love, and my son, and looking at them and knowing the morals and the integrity that I've been instilled in as a man through my parents, for that little stench to be there, that matters to me.
Yeah.
It mattered.
Yeah.
And I want to get past it. I want to go through the pain of losing all my money and somebody suing me and I breached the contract. And so now I don't have nothing. And I'm butt naked in the courtroom just telling the judge, all I care about is the truth. Take everything else away. That's where my mind goes.
Yeah. And will that give you peace?
Butt naked in the courtroom? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How many years have your parents been married?
Longer than if I've been born. So like maybe my mom, maybe 40 years.
Yeah.
35, 30.
Yeah. My parents were married for 55 years.
And that was in a different time.
Yeah.
Where, marriage, loyalty mattered. Where you would sacrifice happiness for the vows that you. Right?
Yeah.
Now it's different,
Do you think you would get married again? Never.
Well, because I made a vow to Princess. And so I love Princess, even though she loves somebody else. I still love her. So for the rest of wherever I'm at in this life, I'm gonna just be me, you know? And I've always had a very clear understanding of all the my homegirls that we ever got intimate together. They always knew that you're my friend. So I gotta go back to that. Cause I already made a vow to one person. I can make a vow again. That's invalid.
Yeah. What if she freed you from that vow and said, I'm going on? She has.
She freed me, meaning like I can make a vow to somebody else,
Yeah.
but not this lifetime.
And you want to spend the rest of your life by yourself.
Well, I've created a nurse account.
What does that mean?
A nurse account is where every time I get a check, I put either $100 or $1,000 into my nurse account that I can't touch. So no matter what happens to me, 5 years from now, 10 years, 2 years, whatever, if I can't work by myself and I need somebody to help me, I done put like at least $1 million in my nurse account. So I got like 2 nurses right now, but the more I build it, I can have like 4 young nurses with me forever.
Did you make this up, or this is a thing?
No, I made my account up.
No, I'm saying this whole thing of a nurse's account I've never heard of.
I made that up.
You made that up. Okay.
So, but I made it up because, again, you got somebody you love. They getting older with you. They
Right.
don't want to wipe your ass and bathe you every day. You petty,
Right.
you know? And then you probably in a bad mood. So
Yeah.
don't touch me or whatever you going through. I need some beautiful nurses with an unlimited budget to take care of me. So I'm working hard and I put together my nurse account. So since I'm not with my wife, I got 3 or 4 nurses that's gonna take care of me forever, and they're happy to do it because they're getting paid very good to do it, and they still look good, very pretty.
Do your parents know about the nurse account?
Nobody knows but till now. I'm telling you everything.
Wow.
I'm giving you all this that nobody's ever heard
I'm grateful.
because you came through when we needed you for the One Wish movie.
Yeah.
I'm the type of person where you looked out for me and didn't even was no question.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you the darkest things.
Yeah.
Can we use everything? I don't know. But I feel like the more real I am through the interview, you can look through it all and just find the pieces that might not work or use all of this shit. I don't care. I'm just at this point, I'm just like, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to be truthful.
No, that's great. When we took a break, you said that you really need to think through things because there was a moment in your own life that you thought about suicide. Tell me what was going on. Is that when you were on the roof in Mexico?
That was when I was on the roof. And,
Yeah.
And that was, no, I thought about suicide a lot, but that was when I attempted it.
Mm.
And I really didn't want to do it, but I really did want to do it. Because it's like when you have a bad dream and then you think it's real, it feels real.
Yeah.
And then you wake up, I be feeling like that life really happened. And so whatever dimension I popped into is where I'm at now.
Yeah.
So I had a bad dream last night. So I'm here now with you. I think what happened last night in my mind happened. So if they having a funeral for me in the other dimension, they probably are.
No, you're going to live. You got years to go.
I'm living here.
Yes.
How do you know if every day you don't ever live forever?
Right.
You just keep skipping the different dimensions. I
Yeah.
want to talk high talk,
Yeah.
but that's how I be feeling. And then I wanted the interview to go a different way. I didn't know how the interview was gonna go, but when you with the shit in the beginning, we just heard and
Yeah.
they did because it's like, damn, man, like I cannot get away from it. So it's like, since I can't get away from it, why not just jump into it?
Yeah. It's the bravery of your truth, and truth sayers always.
But I'm a liar.
No, you speaking truth today.
No, because I might not be able to put this up. I'm still a liar.
Yeah.
I've lied about my whole life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm a liar. Unless I say, these people did this to me. They're very bad people, and they've been controlling me this whole time. Just like the National Syndicate and all this. They'll come kill me, bro. They'll kill me for this.
Mm.
literally murder me. I'll be like, tomorrow you'll be like, yeah, RayJ overdosed from some fentanyl that he did. It's like, damn, RayJ was a drug addict. He died. That ain't really what happened.
All right.
They killed me.
I'm praying for your protection. Do you?
I need to be in the pastor protection program.
Nah, I got you. Yeah, I got you. I'm pulling out the ushers right now. I don't know if we're gonna find it. You're too valuable to God and too valuable to your family.
We gotta get it in the church.
Oh no.
You know, the PPP, the pastor protection program.
Yeah, that's the next venture.
Smart.
Yeah, no, let's
protect the people who trying to tell the truth from the enemies who will cut their throat if they expose what it is. We dealing with billionaire.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to keep their image clean. So they'll do anything to shut down the truth. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I've been wearing a vest lately.
Do you regret speaking your truth on the Diddy situation?
I don't like what Puff did to Cassie on that video. No matter how it happened, no matter what, like, made that happen, it wasn't cool. And that's what got me mad.
Yeah.
Everything else after that, I've been an advocate for bogus stories not being promoted. And that's all the stuff that they've been saying about Puff and all the things that they've been doing. So it's been coming off as if I've been saying something negative about Diddy, but I've been actually saying something positive. Meaning like these stories are absolutely out of control. I even mentioned when they said everybody in the church was doing it. And I'm like, now everybody in the church is doing it. So now I can't turn cheek to cheek because if somebody hit me in my cheek,
right,
all I'm thinking about his butt cheeks, right? I said it. And it went viral.
Yeah.
But if you listen to what I said, I meant these stories are sounding preposterous.
Yeah. Because of
the A's are being taken.
Yeah.
So yeah, I meant well by it, but it didn't. I don't think it went well with the people as far as how viral it went.
Yeah.
So now I'm fighting with Justin and Christian, and they trying to jump me at the club. It's like, bro, I still turn cheek to cheek, guys.
Right.
Even though I said I might not have shoulda. Like nobody want to get their cheeks hit.
How do you think this is going to impact the industry?
I just think nobody can trust nobody no more. And, you know, I use Neutrogena. I don't like baby oil. So I'm always ahead of the game. I like Cetaphil too. But like I said, with all these baby oil jokes and all that, I told him that's not funny. You cannot keep playing around with substances that possibly might have dope in them.
Yeah.
I think that is cool. And that's why when I said, what should I come out with? Ray Y jelly? KY hit me.
Wow. Well, that shows what kind of an influence you are.
KY. And I said no. Even though that could have been a profitable business.
Right.
Because I was saying it like, oh, should I say that? And then y'all laugh and then all of a sudden now I got a Ray Y deal. It is distasteful. It's unruly.
Yeah.
It's uncalled for, and it's unsanitary.
Tell me on
it is. It's dirty.
Tell me what your thoughts were from your conversation with Nicki Minaj.
I always love Nicki.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm 97.5% divorced. 97.5. So I'm almost there. I'm at 3-yard line. We almost got to the end result. And then my ex-wife said, you know what? I'm going to represent myself. So that's where we are with that. With Nicki, I felt like it was character to character. And I felt like I was in some kind of like dominatrix skit. Is dominatrix a sin?
No, go ahead.
It felt like it was fun. I'm not gonna even lie. I think about it every day. I think about Nicki every day now.
In what way?
In ways that that nobody would want to be, right? Because again, she is a married woman. I made it I made my point to every time I addressed her on the interview, it was Mrs. Petty.
Yeah.
Never on no junkie stuff like that, but some of the things that she was saying to me just left me stuck, you know, and I haven't been able to be the same since.
What is next and new for RayJ? What's coming?
So I'm a news anchor now.
Really?
I'm in the news. And I'm on the news. I've been an analyst for all the top tier 1 news stations. And I think that's where a lot of my stuff been going viral because I haven't been holding back on the mainstream news.
Right.
Whether it was somebody being taken, whether turning cheek to cheek, whether, somebody, looking at me when I said, ask not what our country can do for me. I can't ask anybody anything because all I'm thinking about is somebody thinking about my A.
Right.
I want us to get past this whole, thing with Diddy and all these preposterous stories. There's 3,200 people. That's a lot.
Yeah.
And let me say this to all the victims that's really went through something in life. Like, my heart goes out to you. And that's why I don't want to joke about a lot of things. How can I get to a point where I can learn how to explain myself in a way that doesn't come off comedic? That's what I need to work on because I got a voice. It might not be deep, but it's loud. And I need help.
Well, anyway, your brother can help you in Atlanta. I can do it.
Go to church again.
Well, come on. New Birth wants you.
I don't want to sit.
I ain't going to let you sit in the pulpit.
You got a balcony?
I got a balcony.
It's a big church.
You can sit there in the balcony. Okay.
Just absorb the message. I went to a few churches and the pastors is my homies, but the pastors is lit. And so I'm at the church. I'm on the pulpit with the pastors. They my homies. Now, I got one true pastor that has been with me since day one through all the trials and the turmoil. You might know him, Pastor Daryl Scott.
Yeah.
You know Pastor Scott?
Yeah, in Cleveland.
Pastor Scott has been with me, and I was supposed to meet them tomorrow in Florida, but he's been able to hear me out without just without judging.
Yeah.
Where I can speak freely, because if I speak freely, it's ugly and it's dirty and it stinks. And he's been able to listen to me and just help me through. So shout out to Pastor Gary.
No, I'm glad that you have somebody in your life and in your ear, in your corner. I wanted to, in my 2 seasons doing a podcast, I have never asked to pray with somebody. And I want to pray with you.
Please pray with me and pray for me.
No, come on. Lord, for my brother, I pray you'll protect his peace, protect his family, protect his decisions, protect his children, protect his ideas, protect his name. And I pray, dear Lord, that you will protect his destiny. I pray, dear Lord, that you will secure him from everything the enemy might attempt to do to him. In Jesus' name, amen. Man, I appreciate you. I'm standing with you. Love you always.
You're part 2
We can do it.
in Atlanta.
Come down. I live
You
there.
got an office at your church.
I have a studio away from the church.
You know, my dad was the minister of music for all the churches of Christ since I've been born.
Never knew it.
Yeah, so me and Randy was in the choir a lot. Like if we didn't go to choir rehearsal or
Yeah.
Bible study
Yeah.
or church,
Yeah.
it was equivalent to not going to school.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a lot. I mean,
Wow.
Randy loved it because
Yeah.
she was the lead singer of the choir.
Yeah.
I did. At the time, I was soprano.
Right.
But now I'm doing alto.
All right.
But no, we dang near. I'm sorry, God.
You good.
God.
You good. No, you good.
But yeah, no, we grew up in church. I mean, the other ministers. They literally had the church and then the house in the back of the church.
Yeah.
And so we've been churchified, even though church wasn't my favorite thing because I was probably the more badder kid.
Yep.
And Brandy was more of the gooder, even though that's not a word. But yeah, no, I wanna definitely come to your church.
No, let's do it. You got an open invitation in the balcony. I'm sending you up there with security.
Which movie is me?
Yeah.
It's a different kind of character of me, but it's the same me, just put in a different context, right? And I can't wait for y'all to see the One Wish movie. Pastor Dr. Bryant is in it.
Yeah.
And it's a really good movie. And the way it ends, with you giving me that word.
Oh, yeah.
Chilling.
No, it's going to be great.
It's chilling.
Let's be clear. RayJ is not just Brandy's brother. He's his own man. Brandy's brother is fine.
You want to call me Brandy's brother? Please take
it was his most wonderful time of the year. I'm grateful that you all stayed locked in. Do me a favor, please share it. And I want you to stay locked in right here on this channel, on this network. There's a part 2 coming. I don't know when, but it's coming soon.
Before Thanksgiving. You know?
Yikes.
Before Thanksgiving.
All right.